Hello and welcome back to another video with us today. Just a short little video today, almost like a tutorial to ease tension in the shoulders, the chest, the neck, the backs of the shoulders. A lot of us are working from home at the moment, so at our desks, so we really need to be looking after this part of the body. So I wanted to share with you some little tips and tricks and some little exercises you can do to really control and look after yourself during these very confined times that we find ourselves in. So we're going to start very simply in a cross leg. You can sit on a blanket as I am, have a pillow to hand, and if you have a sock and a tennis ball, you can pause the video right now, but go get a normal tennis ball, pop it inside a sock, and we're going to be using that later as well. So hopefully a little something for you all. You can sit cross-legged in half lotus if you want, but just let yourself settle in. So just a short 5-10 minute video, nothing too strenuous today, just a little pick-me-up if we need it. Just close the eyes a little bit, soften the gaze down, drop the chin to the chest a little bit, start to get that length through the back of the neck. Think of your neck as an extension of your spine. So it's not separate, it's part of it. Connects right up to the base of the skull. And we want to think of that length. So a lot of us spend our time doing this. Can we just drop down a little bit? Imagine we have almost like a tennis ball in our throat and we're trying to hold on to it. So there's this nice length, but we are still getting that extension through the back. Just take a few breaths here. Release through the mouth if that feels good. Just taking a brief moment to ground into this moment here before we begin. And then just gently blink the eyes open, bring the hands together, set your practice. And then let us begin. We're going to start by concentrating on the neck. So we're going to run through a few exercises you can do to lengthen the neck, to create some ease, some movement, some fluidity in the neck, especially if we're like this, and we're like this, or we're like this. We want to open up everything in this space here. So we're simply going to do some neck stretches. And we're going to start off by grounding down into the right fingertips. So just place them to the ground. Take your left hand, place it on the side of your head and gently draw the ear down towards the shoulder. Soften everything, relax the belly, but get a nice length. So just a gentle engagement, but we're not crunching. And we're not pulling too hard, we're just letting the neck open. Exhale, soften and ground. Easing in, maybe you feel that stretch, maybe just lengthen out through the fingertips a little bit, really coming onto the fingers. And then you might feel it through the top of the forearm, up into the upper arm, the shoulder. Maybe draw the ear down a little bit more, feeling that length all the way from the ear, the back of the jaw, down towards the traps. This kind of big muscle here that kind of gets very tight and tense. Lovely, a couple more breaths and then release. And just let the head reset, almost like a bobble. And then we'll ground down to the other side. So taking the fingers down to here. Ground into the left fingertips. Take the right hand, gently start to draw the side of the head down. You might find here one side feels more open or more tighter than the other side. No judgment, but just noticing the subtle differences that our body has on each side. We're not completely symmetrical, we're not completely even, but also just our daily habits of movement and postures that we kind of put ourselves into create imbalances throughout the body. So if we always carry our bag on one shoulder or we always sit to one hip, that can create an offset throughout the body. They always say start with your weaker or less stronger side, or your tighter side, because that's the side that might have a bit more work to do with it, but you don't want to neglect the other side, because then you could get an imbalance then. Inhale, exhale, maybe draw the ear a little bit further down. Really reach over the left fingertips, come up onto the prince and really reach away. So really holding the stretch here. Lovely. Exhale, soften. And then slowly release up. Bring the hands down. And again, just give a little bobble of the head. Maybe you instantly feel some length through this space here. You can hold that posture on each side for up to 3 minutes if that feels good. It's a very yin-like stretch. So we're stressing the joints in the neck, but in a very slow and gentle way. So now I'm going to focus on the front and the back of the neck. So taking a little clasp of the hands and create a little hammock at the base of the skull. Massage the back, the lower base of the skull with your thumbs. Just a little bit of love here. And as we inhale, we're going to draw the elbows open. Just lift the throat, support the back of the head. Exhale, just round the elbows together, chin to chest. We're not rounding down. We're just dropping, and the weight of the hands pulls on the neck. Hold here. Easy breath in, easy breath out. We're not pulling too hard, we're letting the weight of the hands stretch. So feeling that across the back of the neck, down into the traps, maybe a little bit into the shoulders. Inhale, lifts, open. Exhale, round. Elbows together, hold here again. Really draw the elbows together, weight of the hands pulls down. And then again, inhale, exhale, round. Lovely. And then again, just releasing that, come all the way up, give yourself a little wobble of the head. Again, you can take that stretch a little bit longer if you need to. So we're just going to move through these exercises. We're not going to stay too long. We're now going to focus on the chest and the shoulders and a little bit of the side body here. So we're going to inhale, reach the arms up, big, 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 big stretch. Bend at the elbows as you pull your hands down, lift your chest forward. Throat open, exhale, draw the hands together, stretch the arms out, chin to chest. And then we're going to inhale, open the arms wide. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Big breaths. Inhale. Exhale, close. Lovely. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more time. Inhale, open, really open, and then drop the hands behind you and drop into the hands as you lift the chest forward, drop the chin back, draw the shoulders together, little micro bend in the elbows. Maybe you lift the hips up a little bit, but focus on the chest, lift the upper back, shoulders together. If it's too much for the chin back, just keep the chin to the chest. Focus on opening this part of the body and then gently release up. Give everything a shake. Hug yourself a little bit, swapping one arm over the other, chin to chest, give the neck a roll. So we've got our right arm over our left and we're hugging into the shoulders, maybe giving ourselves a little squeeze here, maybe a neck roll, and then we're going to swap. Left arm over the right, give yourself a lovely hug, maybe shake a little bit. Nice. Maybe an opposite roll of the head and the neck. Lovely. And then slowly release. Drop the shoulders up and then round and back. Inhale, up. Exhale, round and back. Inhale, up. Round and back. One more time. Inhale, up. Round and back. Lovely. Brilliant. So we're going to come on to our knees now. So slowly just removing yourself, put the blanket to one side. We'll come back to that. So coming up onto the knees, put my blanket there, and just stretch the toes underneath you and sit back, just giving yourself a little toe stretch here. We're going to clasp the hands behind us. So if it's too much sitting on the toes, which is a really nice stretch for the fascia of the feet, you can untuck yourself and you can rest the knees on a blanket if you want to. So whatever feels good for you. But we're going to tuck the toes, we're going to draw the hands together, knuckles down, and draw the chest forward, draw the belly in. So we're not arching, keep the belly drawn in and draw the knuckles down towards the ground. Maybe you're on the tops of the feet. Lift the chest. Lovely. So it's just focusing on the shoulders. And then maybe you begin to bend forward. Maybe you have your blanket in front of you to rest your forehead down. Maybe just folding is enough here. Maybe this is enough for you. But if you can, keep your bottom grounded as you reach your forehead, and then you allow your shoulders to draw down the back, but the arms fall away from the head. Lovely. So again, stay here for as long as you want. Slowly going to press into the tops of the feet as you draw yourself back up. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, bring the hands down through center. Lovely. So we're going to make our way down onto our backs now, and this is where we're going to need our pillow and our tennis ball with our sock. So let me just move this out of the way. So putting your blanket again to one side and have your pillow ready. We're going to start with the tennis ball first. So coming down onto your back, any way that feels good for you. You can have your feet bent. And we're going to bring the tennis ball, we're going to place it kind of underneath that fleshy part of the body here. We're just going to place that down there, then we're going to lie on it. So it's at the top of our back, and we've got hold of the end of the sock. And we're just going to kind of roll, so we're kind of lining it up to where the edge of our spine is on the left side. And we're just going to gently ease onto that. Lovely. And then we're slowly just going to roll it down our spine. Now the reason we're using a tennis ball is because that can be quite squidgy, so just easing out the spine. So again, just getting hold of the sock, just gently rolling it down across the side of the spine till we work our way all the way down towards our lower back. Again, just gently easing onto that. You can use your, and then you can lift up and you can just adjust where you feel like the pressure is. But maybe you focus on the top of the shoulder and really ease into that. Nice. And then you just move it over to the other side and work your way all the way down. Or you can come to the back of the wall and you can gently kind of bend your legs and you can press your back into the wall and just kind of ease it down your back and then swap over to the other side. So it's really handy having a tennis ball. You can do it on your feet, which is a really nice way, but it's a nice little tool to kind of get some pressure point massage. So popping that to one side, we're going to come to our final posture, which is also a bit of a kind of end of day relaxation if you really need to get an opening through the body. So bring in your pillow. Just a thin pillow, you don't need a big one. Just place it next to your sitting bones. And then we're going to bring our feet to the ground, so you don't have to lay them out long. And we're slowly going to lower ourselves down over that pillow so our ribs begin to open, the back of our head falls down, and we're going to open our arms over our head, just bend them a little bit. You can then take the soles of the feet together and then open them wide. So we're in like a cactus arm shape. Feet are nice and wide, and we're getting a nice opening through the front body from being compressed forward in a very confined position. And then again, just close the eyes, soften everything down, and let yourself be very passive here. This is a great one to do to really relax at the end of the day, maybe in the morning if you're feeling a bit tight or a bit of tension through the body. This is called Reclined Butterfly or Reclined Cobbler with an opening through the chest. Breathe down into the belly, really breathe here. Exhale, soften. Inhale. Exhale. And then again, you can stay here for as long as you want. To come out of it, just gently draw the knees up, bring the arms down, roll over to one side, push yourself back up. You can move the cushion and we'll just finish together in a seat, cross-legged, a seat of your choice. Bring the hands together, big smile across the chest, press the palms in, and we'll just bow the head down, give ourselves some thanks for joining today. Jai, thank you very much for joining me. I hope that little sequence, that is a little collection of exercises, brought a bit of ease and mobility to the upper body, especially the shoulders, the chest, the traps, and the neck from all of this home working that we're doing. Take care, and I'll see you again next time.